the latest stop on the HSBC BWF World Tour is right here in Chinese Taipei. We're here for the Taipei Open. This is a Super 300, of course, 4 different categories within the World Tour. And it is now starting to fill up here at our Tianmu Arena, part of the University of Taipei, pretty centrally located. And a different location from usual here in the Taipei Open. We're used to other sports being played here, but let's tell you what the order of play is here on Court 1. It's semi-finals day, so a big moment for many of these players. Mixed doubles we start off with, and there's plenty to keep the local fans happy. Ye Hongwei and Li Chia-sin, the 5th seeds, will be taking on Malaysia's Tung Chan-Che and To Yi-Wei, who are seeded 4th. Bei Wen-Tsang from the United States, 3rd seed, is up against Thailand upstart Pichamon Opatniput. Into the men's singles, Su Liyang looking to get into the final there. He's got a big task ahead of him against Hong Kong, China's 5th seed, Angus Ng Ka Long. Tai Tzu-Ying is the absolute superstar here in Chinese Taipei. She's the top seed. She takes on another Thai hopeful in Pornpicha, Choi Ki Wong. And into men's singles, Chico Ora Dwi Wardoyo hopes to end Indonesia's long wait here in men's singles. The 8th seed is up against Chinese Taipei's Wang Zuwei. 3 more matches to tell you about here on Court 1 men's doubles. It's an all-Malaysian affair in this semi-final. The top seeds Ong Yu Sin and Teo Yi will be taking on their compatriots, perhaps surprisingly for the first time, Man Wee Chong and T Kai Woon. Return to women's doubles, and Febriana Dwi Puji Kusuma and Amalia Cahaya Pratiwi from Indonesia. Top seeds take on the 3rd seeds. Li Chia-sin, she's back in action after playing in the mixed doubles earlier against Teng Chun-sun. And finally, this is a great story from the qualifiers. Lin Chia-yu and Lin Yongsheng in the men's doubles take on the 2nd seeds, Ling Chi-yao and Yang Po-han. So we look at the brackets here for mixed doubles. We're going to certainly have a Chinese Taipei finalist in one end of the draw. Chen and To looking to spoil the party and have some Malaysian representation in the other semi-final. Yeah, the crowds have been good here over the last few days. Giving fine support to their players. They do love their badminton here in Chinese Taipei, as we see the officials come out for the very first match. Court 2 will have a couple of matches. They start much later at 5 o'clock. Awaiting the announcement then of the players. It's been a very hectic few weeks of badminton, stretching back to the Sudirman Cup, then Malaysia Masters, followed by the Thailand Open, then the Singapore Open, then the Indonesia Open. So it's been full on. As our first pair come on, Ye Hongwei and Li Chia-sin. And now our Malaysian pair. So they've met twice before, and Chen and To have won both those meetings, including the Sudirman Cup just a few weeks ago, last month.
On my right, and serving, and receiving. He's receiving.
So we'll get to know our players a little bit more. We start with Ye Hongwei, who's a very tall man at 185, tallest player here. He's right from here, Taipei, and playing at his highest ranking of 21st in the world. He's won a number of titles on the International Challenge Series. 26-year-old Li Jiaxin, also from Taipei, 171 centimeters tall. She's actually had a higher ranking with Wang Qilin, the Olympic medalist. And that was 10th in the world, achieved in June of 2018, so some 5 years ago. Former World Junior Championships bronze medalist twice in 2015. This is their path so far. Very quick matches, though, against fellow Chinese Taipei players, Po Liwei and Cheng Qinghui. They were taken to 3 in that one. They lost the first one, 7-21, would you believe? And then stormed back. Well, with Wang Qilin, she won the New Zealand Open in 2018, and together Ye Hongwei, they've won the Canada Open 2022. Cheng Tanjie is from Ipoh, not too far away from Kuala Lumpur, about a couple hours away, 180 centimeters tall, 19th in the world. And they've achieved a little bit higher, 17th. Not too long ago, just a couple of weeks ago. Qiu Wei, a bit further down south from her teammate, 162 centimeters tall. They won the gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games in 2021. World Junior Championships, has won a silver medal in 2016. They've had very, very straightforward games so far, nothing much more than half an hour.
Ready to play.
Look at that against Jiang Po Swan and Hu Lingfeng, the 7th seeds. Really quick. They've won one title together. That was earlier this year at the Orléans Masters. Umpire is Philip Ayong Chi from the United States. And the service judge is Jason Fu from Singapore. So Ye Hongwei and Ye Hongwei and Li Jiaxin, they've got to 4 semi-finals before on the World Tour. They've won 2 and they've lost 2. Their most recent one was actually very, very recent, just last month, the Thailand Open, where they lost in the semis to Kim Won-ho and Jong Na-eun in 3. Obviously, they went on to Orléans Masters final, that was also this year. That was in April. And the Swiss Open, they got to the semis and didn't get through there, losing to Chinese pair of Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yaxin. So this year already, 3 semi-finals. So they're doing quite well in that front. Cheng Tanjie and To Wei have got to 2 semis previously, both of them this year. Singapore Open, which they failed to get through, and the Orléans Masters, which they did get through.
On my left, Chen Tanjie and To Wei, Malaysia.
And that's in fact where they met in the final of the Orléans Masters, which Chen and To won as well. So they've had one very short match, one very long one. What will we get here today? The Malaysians that get us going.
One love.
A couple of pretty quick points for the Malaysians. And that's met. Very vigorous, respectful reception from the Chinese Taipei fans. No, no one touched that.
Service over.
Well left. Actually missed it. I wonder whether they just brushed the jersey. It was well long. To be fair, actually, when I say well left, he did actually have a swing at it. Chen. Well placed. And it was actually the first shot there, the previous shot from Chen. There, that caused the problem. And then a little bit of disguise on it afterwards. Very good start here from Chen and To. But a great response there. Service return from Li Jiaxin. Saw the opportunity and took it. Wrong footing. Chen there. Just a little bit of drift coming through. There's some strong drafts in here. Certainly where I'm sitting, you can feel it. Up here doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be like that down there. Just seen a few go long already from Ye and Leah.
3-5. Play.
They're pulling out these points now. Chinese Taipei, only one in it. Oh, positioned beautifully. Yongwei. Just change the angle up a little bit. It's really close to his body. That's hard to play. And for the first time, they take the lead. Well, they've been behind throughout. It was a very good start. I think it was 4-1.
6-5.
Which means that they've won 5 of the last 7 points. Chinese Taipei. Well, that was almost there. It's a little bit of confidence of Yongwei. Got 3 out of 4 very colourfully haired players on the court here. Yongwei opting for a very similar colour with his opponents. Just dropping short. Remember, this is an Olympic year. So it's imperative to get these points on the board. To was not ready. And Chesson goes again. That's emphatic, isn't it, from Chen?
Service over 7-all.
The power there from Yongwei. difficult there for Chen.
Over 8-7.
Maintaining their lead.
Service ball called too high.
Too high, that one.
Service over. 8-all.
The service judge has those lines there, so he can see. He does makes the decision on the decisions there. So 8 of the last 12 points have gone the way of Chinese Taipei.
Service over 9-all.
Very tight now. Yeah, it was well left on that front, but it still made it in.
Service over 10-9.
Far tighter affair.
Service over 10-all.
So just at the break, the Malaysians edge back in front. Only one slender point separates them at the moment. It's 11-10 in game one. This mixed doubles semi-final of the Chinese Taipei, or the Taipei Open.
Play.
So the Chinese Taipei pair have only played Malaysians 4 times previously. The idea was the right one from Yang Wei.
12-10.
You know they've lost both before to this pairing here of Chen and To. But they have one success against Chinese Taipei pair. Sorry, Malaysian pair, that's Tan Kan Meng and Lai Pei-Ching at the Thailand Open earlier this year. So generally they've struggled against Malaysians. Nicely snapped up there by Lee Chia-sin.
11-12.
A lot of power there from Chen, and that's the body shot. That's the one that's hardest to respond to.
11.
Really not much between them in the rankings as well, as we said. It's been a very quick start, hasn't it, for the Malaysians since the interval, but similar to how the match started. Of course, it is more important how you finish. So they are changing shuttle here. So Ye and Lee have played 77 matches coming into this. They've won 53 of them, which is a pretty good record. 69% win rate. This year they've won 59-29, so they've come down quite considerably. Just over 15%. Oh, that's a kind of delayed challenge. First challenge of the day. Meanwhile, just to tell you that Chen and To have won 42 out of 58. And it's just in, isn't it? That's a good shout. Nicely challenged. So they've got 72% win rate. This year they've won 23 out of 35, so they've gone down a little bit there. 66% win rate. Yeah, that was an important challenge because the margin would have been 4. And that would have been a little hard at this stage of the first game. And it's now down to just 2.
15-15.
Well placed there by Yongwei.
Quick. Chen, faster. Now. On foot. On foot. Play. 14-15.
To 1 point now. Good return on here. And Chen, just to ease that pressure that might have been building up.
Service over. 16-14.
Yeah, do feel I might be just a little bit on that. It's been at least 3 or 4 points that have gone pretty long here. I think they've been told just to sort of behave themselves. Four points now is very tough. Very nicely done by Yongwei. Soft touch there from To. Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it, for Chen and To? And it's gone long, and it's set up. Plenty of game points. There's 6 for Chen and To. That might have been going out. That one certainly has. And it's wrapped up pretty quickly here for Chen and To, who surged ahead 10-4 after the interval. They've won the first game 21-14, this mixed doubles semi-final.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Second game.
So into the second game now. And we'll have to see a much better start, really, from Yan Li. He battled very hard. Gave themselves a little too much to do, perhaps. It was also at the interval where it was another terrific start from the Malaysians. Chen to away a strong bet to add to their solitary mixed doubles title. Malaysia's strong solitary mixed doubles title from 2004. Chen kept cool and Pei Tai Wong won it back then. So a real chance here for Malaysia.
1, 2.
Just checking his knees, okay, no problem. Since the start of this decade, meaning the 2020s, only 4 nations of the last decade, I should say, 2010s, only 4 nations have tasted mixed double success: Indonesia, Korea, China, and Hong Kong, China. Well, that's power from Yi Hongwei, and the crowd like that one.
2, 3.
Makes it in. Now, I remember a lot of these sort of shots were going either wide or long earlier on.
4, 2.
I heard a Malaysian fan there, and he got a bit of support in the crowd. Similar sort of start for the Malaysians
5.
in the second game. Well, they'll be aware, Chen and To, that Yan Li closed the gap and actually went on a very good run themselves here. They're looking to really build a big cushion here if they can. Oh, that's wayward, isn't it? Yi Hongwei. I think the idea was the right one.
7-3.
Lead is 5 now, it's getting dangerous. Yi Hongwei did well to dig that one out. Well, can't do much against To Wei, so that was an excellent cross-court smash from her. I think that took Yi Hongwei a little bit by surprise. counter angles brilliantly. Malaysians are playing very, very well now. And their run is continuing here. And the lead is now a very impressive 7. And it's looking very, very tough now for Yin Lee. Already 11-3 in game 2 to Chen and Tone. They've already won that first game.
Play.
Well, they're absolutely desperate here to stop that run of points. They had to do something. They've won 16 of the last 20 points. Sorry, 17 of the last 20 points.
Service over.
And that is a real problem. They had a 6-point run here, which has almost completely taken this match away from them. Well, these are sporadic at the moment.
12.
Yeah, way too wide. Yeah, it's urgency now.
13-6.
At its height, the lead was at 8. We're now at 7, but it's difficult to get down. He's a big man as well. Just a little short for him. They went on the offensive there. No need to really snatch at it. Well, these are useful points.
8-13.
It's a 5-point lead. This is at least a lot better than where they were a couple minutes ago. I was going to say, since the interval, it's been much better for the Chinese Taipei pair. They're leading 5-3, but because the deficit was so huge, they need a lot more than that. A lot of these shots have been very, very wayward, particularly from Yi Hong Wei.
8.
Malaysian finalist, that would be a really good achievement for them, and continuing what's been a very good year overall. Chen and To.
9-15.
Remember, you gotta be in the. Each country's only allowed 2 pairings. Top Malaysia pairing scores to what? Rai Siobhan, Jamie. That was called in. The lead is 5. It is most certainly in. So Chen and To's big rivals, I guess, for that other Olympic spot, Tang Qianming and Lai Peijing, who are just above them in the rankings, but a win here really would give them a very good position to challenge that. Now they're feeling that, perhaps the drift that we were talking about.
11-16.
Oh, they're making their move. This is the closest it's been since the start of this second game. Only 4 points now. Is it coming a little too late? Difficult, very difficult for Yong Wei. But again, a reminder, it's 9-6 in favor of the Chinese Taipei pair since the interval. The crowd trying to do their part here.
17-12.
So even if they get to the final and don't win, Malaysians, as it would appear right now, they get still plenty of points. You get 6,000 points almost for finishing runner-up. And they would then go beyond their Malaysian rivals for that second spot in the Olympics. For now, anyway. Well, this is good from Ian Lee. Suddenly looking very vulnerable here, Chen and To. The lead is only 2.
Service over. 18-15.
Well, they needed that badly, didn't they? Again, I reiterate, it's 12-6, 12-7 in favor of the Malaysians. Sorry, of the Chinese Taipei pair since the interval. But they know it's always a big catch-up here. They need that, Chinese Taipei, but they've got a lot to do here. This is where you need to really shore it up, because once Chen and To get to 20, there is no margin for error. That's gone wide. Building up the pressure. Oh, unfortunate. And that is really tough now for Chinese Taipei. Chen and To, 3 match points. For now, they have deferred that. Just for now.
20. Play.
2 match points for Chen and To. Oh, lovely recovery there from To. But we know the power of Wei. 1 match point. This is an excellent comeback. 16-9. Yin Li have been leading since the interval. It's a remarkable turnaround. They were trailing by 8. There's only 1 point in it. Absolutely brilliant. Now, can they hold their nerve? Chen and To just want to finish this.
Play.
Boy, if they manage to turn this around now, Yin Li, take it to a third, that would be a real momentum change. Oh, they've done it! Just about, but boy, did they have to work so hard here. You have to give plenty of credit to Yin Li, because they looked down and out of the interval, didn't they? They were 3-11 down, and they outscored their opponents. 16-10 after the interval. It wasn't quite enough, but the mental fortitude required, well, excellent. Really, really good. But it is just short. Malaysia will have a representative in the final here of the Taipei Open. Chen Chen, Wei beat Wei and Li Chia-sin, the 4th seeds defeat the 5th seeds, 21-14, 21-19. They've done it in 33 absorbing minutes. Up next, it's women's singles. The USA's Bei Wen-chung, 30, takes on Thailand's Pichamon or Patniput. So we've just had a fantastic result for Zheng Dangjie and Toi Wei, who have made just their second final on the HSBC BWF World Tour after winning their second of 3 semi-finals in their pairing together. Now women's singles, Bei Wentang of the United States, third seed, takes